sci-fi movie Nope, it is an ambitious project, but does that make it any good? Not necessarily. It's kind of unfocused. And I will say this movie could have been a whole lot better than what it turned out to be. Despite how interesting this concept is, this movie it is overrated in my opinion. So, story of Nope is that two siblings are trying to capture video evidence of a unidentified flying object. And well, that's all best I can say about the plot without giving out spoilers. Now, I did enjoy this movie. I was entertained, but that doesn't excuse about some of the messy storylines that was in this movie, and as well how some of these characters they weren't fleshed out good enough. Like the first hour is a slow build type of movie, and then the second half it picks up and it feels like a horror-esque film. But one of the main issues I had with this film, it was just too long. This movie is over 2 hours long. I felt like they would cut out that side story that has the monkey in it. Then the story would have been more cohesive. And that's one of the main frustrating things about this movie is that when you throw in another side story that has nothing to do with the events of the actual plot, then it's going to weigh the film down. Nonetheless, though, at the end of the day, if you haven't seen this movie, you can check it out, but don't expect much from this one. I will say that I did enjoy Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer characters in this film. They playing brother and sister, and as Dom from the Fast and Furious franchise says, it's all about family. Like, I get that theme there, family support and all that. But I kind of felt like the other characters in this movie was completely wasted. Steven Yeun, without getting the spoilers, let's just say he deserved better than this. And I guess you could say the same thing about Keith David. But man, this movie, it's standard, typical Jordan Peele style. You know, it's a horror-esque film. The first hour is that slow build-up. And then that second hour, things really pick up. And I will say, I was entertained in this movie, but I understood how painfully this movie tried to explore those concepts and do it to the full justice of it. This movie's not Get Out. Get Out is so much better than this film was. Now, that's not me just pretty much despising this movie. I thought this movie was okay, but you know, quite frankly, this film deserves, I don't know what it really deserves. There's misperception on this film I heard about. And I saw this in the theaters with two other people, one of them being my sister. And she pretty much told me she thought the movie was pretty bad. And I could see where her viewpoint came from, considering after seeing the movie and thinking about it for a long while, I was like, you know, this film has its issues, but I won't call this a horrible movie. Nonetheless, though, at the end of the day, this film, its missed opportunities keep it from being elevated to a higher level. I'm giving this film a 6 out of 10. One word to describe this movie, alright. You know, the lack of character development really hurt this film. Some characters, like I mentioned before, being completely wasted. I get what Jordan Peele was trying to do, but honestly, this is the weakest film he's directed so far. If the script was written better, this would have been a great movie, in my opinion. But it's a film that I probably won't go back to rewatch anytime soon. And that's my review of the film Nope. Alright, leave your comments down below in the section. And let me know what you think about this movie if you have seen it. Okay, this is Swim Guy 172 saying, peace out.